Hi everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Scrappin'. I'm back with another design team project for Cassie. She's Flipicano2 on YouTube and her store is Flipicano2 on ArtFire. I'll be sure to post all the links below, so be sure to check her out. She's an amazing store with awesome prices, you guys, and she sells out of her items really quick because they're so cheap, so be sure to check her out as soon as you can. So this card is a 5x5 inch card, and it is just jam-packed with items that she sells in her store. So I'll get started. I just used Recollection, sorry if you hear my cat in the background, he's very vocal, a Recollection cardstock, black and white, and then for this layer I painted it with silver acrylic paint and then matted it with the black, and then also just popped it up on foam pieces for dimension. This piece here, it just looks like this, and it's actually from Michael's, their cards, and I just cut it in half and used part of it in there, and it's kind of like a glossy sort of damask type of paper for the card, so I really love that, so I cut it and used it for this card. My cat, sorry. And so I'll start at the bottom. So this black lace, it's a double ruffle stretchy trim from Frog Feathers, and I made my own box pleated trim with white satin ribbon, and I used Leonie's tutorial for that, and she's my passion for paper. And then I used the mesh bling, which I just cut a 2-layer strip here and put it on here. And Cassie, I know she had some blingy mesh, but I don't know if it's still in stock, so check her out and find out. And anyway, it's the black and the silver. And then for the dress form, I actually got the dress form die from Mini Album Scraps. I don't know if you guys remember my haul video a long time ago, but I just ordered some die cuts from them, and it's just they're laser cut dies out of a thin chipboard, and they're very detailed, and this is the one that I used here. And if you have never been to Mini Album Scraps, you have to sign up and become a member before you can actually purchase their stuff from there, so go check them out. And then I painted it with silver acrylic paint, and I added stickles up at the very top of it. It's the silver stickles, and I also added the stickles here at the bottom, and then those little silver pieces are part of the trim. So she also sells this bling black trim, and so I cut the little pieces from that and used it there, and also used a strip here over top of some black satin that I put there. And then I just used some Recollection bling and pulled it off of, like, as it was a swirl, and I pulled the rhinestones off of there and used glossy accent to kind of glue a necklace. And then this is the rosette trim that Cassie sells, and I know she just recently restocked, so be sure to check her out, you guys, because she sells out of this super fast because she has such great prices on it. And this is the white, kind of a satin one I used, and I just kind of cut it in the shape of sort of like a heart shape dress. And then for this here, it's actually a flower metal bead cap. Cassie also sells those in her store. They look like this. You can focus here. You can see the detail in it. And what I did was I put one of these little black roses that they're paper flowers that she sells in her store as well, and they look like this. And these are super tiny, you guys. They must be like ½ an inch. And what I did was I closed the rose up, and I kind of used some glossy accents to close it up, and then I added glossy accents on top of it in order to get sort of like a faux porcelain look to it, to give it a little, I know it's hard to show on the camera here, but it's got sort of a shine to it. And yeah, so that fit perfectly in the bead cap. And then I just added a couple small feathers from my stash right there. And going to this cluster here. So this flower I love, and Cassie sells those too, and they come in a kind of a bunch like this, and I absolutely love them. And if I go like this, you can see how dimensional the little spray pieces come out. Love it. And then these two flowers are also from Cassie's store, and they look like this, little paper flowers. They're a bit bigger. They might be 3/4 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch, I'm not sure. So they're a bit bigger than the black ones that she sells. And so I added those. I actually sprayed them with Perfect Pearls and water to give them kind of a shimmer. You can't quite pick it up on, or you can't see it on camera. And then these little acrylic flowers here and here are also from Cassie's store, and they look like this, come in a bunch like that. I love these. So much fun to work with. And then these little baubles here with like the bead caps are also from Cassie's store, and they come in a bunch. Oops, like this. Here. come like this, and they have really long stems. I don't know how long these stems are, but as you can see, I've bent them like this. So what I did was I didn't cut these stems off. I straightened it out really good, and then I took a bamboo skewer and wrapped it around it to give it the little swirls. So this piece is actually part of this, and it's just sort of like in the shape of an L. I bent it like that and then glued it down. And then for this one, it's kind of like an L as well, and the little spiral is coming out here. So it's a great way to kind of keep those stems, because they're a really good thick kind of a wire, so it's a really good quality and it looks really good in the project. So I kept it on there to accent the project. And then this flower here is from Cassie's store, and I think it's about an inch. And I have a smaller one to show you because I just had this one, but here's another one, and it's got the bead, acrylic bead in the center, and that's kind of a comparison in size. I think this is about a half an inch, maybe 5/8, I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's the comparison. And I love these, they're so nice. And then this, Cassie actually sells in her store as well. And it looks like this, it's an earring, and I cut off the loop there, and I popped off carefully. Actually came off pretty easily. The bigger ones are very difficult to take off, but this one I just took kind of like a metal spatula, a very thin metal spatula, and just went under there and popped it off. And then I painted the entire thing with the silver metallic mixatives alcohol ink, and then when it dried I just put the cameo back in with glossy accents, and it looks like it was meant to be like that, and it just accented that beautifully. So just a tip, you guys, you can, if you don't like the antique gold look, you can make it into the silver or even a copper if you want, using your metallic mixatives alcohol ink. So there's just an idea for you. And then I added just a feather in the back. Let's see, this entire cluster is, everything is from Cassie's store. So, oh, and this too, this is a little butterfly. It's a little teeny tiny one, and that's also from Cassie's store. I just did a little bow there and added a piece of some trim I got from Lena a while ago in a rack. Thank you, Lena. And then this is just, I stamped thank you and then cut out some cardstock and made kind of a banner and sort of made it three-dimensional. Kind of like doing that. And then I just added some little rhinestones at the little tips at the ends there. I think I covered everything on the front of the card. The inside is just plain. I'll write my message and maybe stamp a little flourish or something in there. And the back is just my little handmade thing I did, just doing some matting and used some rhinestones in there. So anyways, that is the card. I hope you guys like it. Be sure to check out Cassie's store. She's got amazing goodies. So anyways, you guys, check her out. Again, the links will be posted below, and this is just an idea of some item or a project idea that you can do using the items from her store. So I hope you like it. Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Bye now.